wabarakatuh. Good night all. Okay, we from group of 3 will presentation or project basis learning entitled aplikasi mobil inventaris barang identitas tim Andreas Skill Tagalo, Lupawane, Ramadan Bagus Gunawan, Haikal Jimmy, Muhammad Isakul Ayubi Setia Mahmuda. Next. Member sharing and contribution, Andreas Skill Utagalo, front-end implementation in database, Alicia Sandupapas Pane, testing and design of or ER diagram, Ramadan Bagus Gunawan, testing, Haikal Jimmy, analysis, report, and use case design, Muhammad Isakul Ayubi Setia, analysis, report, and UI UX design. Next, Isakul Ayubi.
General description of the software description. This inventory mobile application is an application that includes the case of making goods transaction without having to go to the location. User can select available item, order goods, reservation, and cancellation, and can also view outgoing and incoming goods as well. Payment through the application. This application is run by user who have internet, and this product can run on any platform operating system that support mobile and basic application. Purpose: the inventory application is an application that is used to manage and record stock and inventory of goods. This application can also be used to record the purchase of goods, seller of goods, and amount of stock available. Scope: the system allow user register using their email address or phone number. The system is able to allow access for user. The system is able to display the selection of available stock item and the price of goods. The system is able to allow user to order goods and decide. The system is able to allow user to manage reports. General description of software. User characteristic in this app, user involved are: number one, admin is in charge of managing user account, including account verification, adding, editing, and removing stock item. Number two, shop owner manage the stock of goods available for sale to gain new stock item, update stock information, and delete stock item that are no longer available. Number three, buyer search for goods that suit your needs, please and order or make payment. Functional and non-functional need. Functional need, number one, registration for user who want use this app. Number two, login user, administrator, and store owners can log into the system using a registered account by entering their email and password. Number three, the system or application profile page must allow user to create their own profile. This usually involves filling in information such as name, email address, profile picture, and other personal information. Number four, master data. Allow user to store, manage, and update key data. Report: user can view transaction, report incoming goods, and outgoing goods. Number six, transaction user make payment from the representation using certain methods and not support payment methods. Non-functional need, number one, availability. The system can able run for 24 hours non-stop. Useless there is system maintain or system update. Number two, reliability. Application has a high level of reliability with minimal failure rate. Number three, ergonomy. User interface, UI and UX should be designed early for user-friendly. Number four, language using an Indonesian. Number five, portability. The app should be compatible with different devices including iOS and Android. Number six, responsive time, not more than 3 seconds. The number seven, the application must meet strict data security including encryption of user data and appropriate privacy protection policy. Next.
Next, Alicia.
Use case diagram. Use case diagram. In the use case of the lending system, there are 3 actors including 1. Admin, 2. Shop owner, 3. Buyer. Brief expression. 1. The shop owner provides the goods available in his store. 2. Admin management of goods, data, and ACC sellers. 3. Buyers can choose the items they want to buy. Use case scenario. Identifikasi Nomor 4, nama mengajukan pembelian barang. Deskripsi, use case ini menggambarkan tindakan pembeli dalam mengajukan pembelian barang. Aktor pembeli, kondisi awal pembelian sudah login ke aplikasi. Kondisi akhir, permintaan pembelian barang diajukan oleh pembeli. Skenario utama, skenario pertama, pembeli masuk ke aplikasi. Skenario 2, pembeli mencari barang yang ingin dibeli. Skenario ketiga, pembeli membeli barang dan menambahkan ke keranjang belanja. Skenario 4, pembeli melanjutkan ke proses pembelian. Skenario 5, pembeli mengisi detail pembelian, alamat pengiriman, dan metode pembayaran. Skenario 6, pembeli mengajukan pembelian. Skenario 7, sistem menyimpan permintaan pembelian. Skenario alternatif skenario 4, jika ada masalah dalam proses pembelian, misalnya stok barang habis, sistem memberikan pesanan kesalahan kepada pembeli. Identifikasi nomor 5, nama, konfirmasi pembelian. Deskripsi use case ini menggambarkan bagaimana pemilik toko dapat mengkonfirmasi pembelian yang telah diajukan oleh pembeli. Aktor pembeli toko, kondisi awal pemilik toko telah menerima pesanan dari pembeli yang perlu dikonfirmasi. Kondisi akhir, pesanan pembelian telah dikonfirmasi oleh pemilik toko. Skenario utama, skenario pertama, pemilik toko membuka aplikasi. Skenario kedua, pemilik toko masuk ke akun toko mereka. Skenario ketiga, pemilik toko mengakses daftar pesanan yang perlu dikonfirmasi. Skenario 4, pemilik toko memeriksa detail pemesanan seperti jumlah barang dan alamat pengiriman. Skenario 5, jika pesanan sesuai, pemilik toko memilih opsi konfirmasi. Skenario 6, sistem mengubah status pesanan menjadi dikonfirmasi. Skenario alternatif skenario 5, jika pesanan tidak sesuai atau ada masalah lain, pemilik toko dapat memilih opsi tolak dan memberikan alasan penolakan kepada pembeli.
Next, ER diagram. ER diagram explain. The ER diagram on the sheet illustrates entity relationship, the entity counts of tabel level, tabel jenis, tabel tujuan, tabel brand, tabel barang masuk, tabel barang keluar, tabel stok, tabel admin, tabel user, tabel TMP, tabel barang, dan tabel transaksi. Next. Struktur tabel, nama tabel, tabel barang, primary key ID barang, foreign key, struktur tabel, nama ID barang, tipe parcar panjang 11, deskripsi ID barang, nama barang parcar 50, nama barang, foto, teks, foto dari barang, jenis integer 11, jenis dari barang, brand integer 11, brand dari barang. Nama tabel transaksi, primary key ID transaksi, foreign key, struktur tabel, nama ID transaksi parcar panjang 11, deskripsi ID transaksi, jenis transaksi, integer 11, jenis transaksi, keterangan teks, keterangan total item, integer 11, total item, tanggal transaksi, date, tanggal transaksi, user parcar 11, user, tipe parcar 5, tipe. Next. Andreas.
Prototype or mock-up. First, dashboard. On the dashboard page, buyers can see the available item. There are also search and filter features that can make it easier for buyer to find the items they want. In the prototype purchase page, on this purchase page, the buyer can see the address he entered, the item he wants to buy, the color of the item, the price of the item to be purchased, and on this page, the buyer also makes a payment. Transaction page. On this transaction page, the store owner can see the purchase status of goods such as item name, brand name, total, shipping address, and on this page also the store owner shows the delivery of goods.
Next, bagus.
Obstacle phase. Be willing. Number 1. No enough time to complete the PBL product solution. Set relative time limit and ensure all group member understand to deadline. Number 2. Lack of understanding of the scope and of the application to be made. Solution. To depend understanding of the application to be made. 3. Source limitation. 3. Solution. 3. Manage teamwork, time prioritize tasks and communicate regularly to the project are maximized. Project and course contribution, mata kuliah administrasi sistem komputer, kontribusi hingga saat ini, assist understanding information system and technology use in application development, fisika dasar, kontribusi hingga saat ini, optimize application performance for data flow simulation in program for effectiveness and efficient interaksi manusia komputer. Kontribusi saat ini, desain UI UX that is easy to use and according to user need. Pengujian perangkat lunak. Kontribusi saat ini, identify user need, functional testing, and test response generation. Pemrograman perangkat gerak, making application design use the Flutter framework and the programming language use is Dart. Keamanan basis data, design database security concept, authorization, user authentication, data encryption, audit, and login. Proyek pengembangan aplikasi mobile, monitor the progress of PBL project implement and provide an understanding of application development. Next, work plan. Number 1, design and redevelop the database on the back end. 2, connect front end and back end. 3, testing and debugging after the application is combined between front end and back end. It will perform testing, debugging, and fixing to ensure the application is functioning properly. 4, complete the KIR report, manual book, and PBL report chapter 3 and 4.
That's all from use. If there is a mistake, we apologize. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good night.